Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so very much. Join us again. This is the late night vibes. Yeah, it's been a minute. We are back. We had to enjoy the celebration. Big up, big up, big up. I got my man, the Kennel himself is in the building. Before we continue, share, subscribe, like. Don't forget that little notification bell. Very, very important because that allows you to know when we are on and when we set something up. But before I continue, Kennel, how you doing, sir?
Good
Big up
man,
to
how are you, man?
Ants. Long time not going, man. What's up popping, man?
Just working.
The man is working you hard, man.
Yeah, from point A to point B, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good to see you thank God it's Friday, as they say. Good to see you today.
Hey, likewise, man. Likewise, man. What you got going on today, man?
Man, today, I haven't been on, I kind of took a little, break, but today I was like, we got a few things to talk about, a few things that I need to bring you in front of the class to answer some of your allegedly crimes. But then today also we heard that Allison, I think this news came after the press conference. This is what they call the embargo, that Allison is going to be out for a long period of time. The thing is, club did not specify how long the time will be, but he said it's a serious injury. He's not done for the season, but it's going to take a while. And I
You
mean, we
say I
heard
gotta
that.
answer for my crimes as well.
What's up?
You say I have to answer for my crimes? What
Yeah,
crimes
yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, before we continue, I was hoping Brian would be here because then it'll be 2 against 1, but I'll have to stand on my tippy toes by myself today. Before we continue, I have a message from Blue Chip. He said he needs to have another conversation with you about Bradley. The last show we had, you had a few, not that you did not show love to Bradley, but you were not ready yet to be on the Bradley train. And he said he needs to have a conversation with you about that. So I'm working on it, people. It's going to be a great show. Last time I had these two gentlemen on, it was a big, big, big. How they say, it was a ball. But the crime that I'm talking about, or should we talk about Allison first? Then I bring the crimes. I bring the
No,
crimes forward.
you gotta bring the charges, bro. You can't have
Oh,
me
the
in there
charges. Yes, the
partying.
charges.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have me in there partying and then bring me out and handcuff
You
at the end
know,
like
I
Killer
mean,
Mike.
well,
Nah,
I
man.
wanted to be all up in the videos, dancing all up in the videos.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
Killer
but
Mike freaking holding 3 Grammys, and then all of a
you see
sudden
what
I'm
I'm
seeing there
saying?
handcuffed.
So
Yeah,
I
nah,
wanted to
bring me
enjoy
up
it a
on the
little bit.
charges.
But the crimes are, last time you and I and Brian talked, you were not all up in the Kelleher train. And you said you haven't even seen some world saves by Kelleher on YouTube. And the goal was for me to have a whole package of saves by Kelleher and show it to you, but I thought that would have been that would be what they call overkill, So I just wanted you to come out and say if right now, do you put Kelleher above Ramsdale now?
Quasi, I think you might be embarrassing yourself, bro. Because here's the thing: if it's sunny today,
Mm.
and I say, yo, it's not gonna rain today because the sun is
Mm-hmm.
shining, you then can't come when it's raining 2 weeks later and be like, yo, see, I told you, bro, it's gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. So
Yeah.
in the moment when I said what I said, I wasn't wrong in what I said.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna ask me like, yo, based on our last conversation, could you say like, yo, you see something there now, or does Kelleher, the word I'm looking for, would probably be redeem himself? Because remember, the conversation was he was living off 2 seasons ago glory.
Facts.
Since then, there was really nothing. Since then till now, has he refreshed his glory? 100%. We can't take that from man. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yes, sir.
if that's the charges, these are trumped up charges or trumped up charges, as they would. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are common assault cases, bro. These are misdemeanors. I
These are
thought you had
misdemeanors.
serious, bro. I thought you had serious offense in that, bro. Nah, man. Man definitely refreshed his glory days.
Yo, Nature Boy, if you're available, let me send you the link. You know, if you want to come by. I'm out here accusing Canel because I think these charges, he thinks it's misdemeanor. He will be out by the morning. You know, the judge is just going to throw these charges out.
Bro, the cop is
I'm going to
at
stick
you.
on it.
No. The cop is looking at you like, bro, you dialed 911 for this.
You wasted my time.
Bro, man looking at you like, do you know how much gas I had to waste to come over here? Man left the donut line in that, bro. Man left the coffee hot. Coffee's lukewarm now. Man's looking at you like, bro, you got
no. I mean, this, I'm just saying though. I mean, the guy came out.
So what I said, right? What I said, what I said then, but what I just said now is 2 seasons ago, Glory won the cup double, right? I started the season say we're gonna win a quad, all right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever part he plays in that, bro, it's accounted for because that's all winning the quad. So whether it's winning the quad with him or winning the quad with Adrian, bro, winning the quad, right?
Yeah.
He now wins the quad. In that game, I don't want to overguess it, but in that game, he probably had one of his best games this season. Not talking about career-wise. Mike can even span it career-wise because he had some really good one-on-ones as well.
Yes.
Like in the last cup final, I think he made maybe like 3 saves, 1 decent, 1 early out, and 2 that you expect him to make. In this game, in 5 minutes, he made 3 saves that topped them 3 saves. And that's just within 5 minutes. So what I'm saying is, yeah, bro, man, refresh that. You know what I'm saying? So instead of us going back and like, yo, you remember when Kelleher did that? We don't even have to do that now. We can just be like, yo, you saw what man did in this season cup final.
Yeah.
And then we can hang our hat on that. And then we can take that to them Arsenal, man, and be like, yo, what Ramsdale done for you, man, lately? Because then they're going to have to go and dig up some old glory days around there. Well, we got fresh Kelleher facts to come at you. And before you get into it, if you're going to go that route with the blue chip thing, the Bradley thing is another one of them things, like you know, the Curtis fans and them man raving about Curtis. Whether they're right or wrong, I can't say that. But if I didn't see something, it's your job to either sell me on it or educate me on it. Yeah. And if I ask a question like, yo, the range of pass, a man is like, yo, what does range mean? Trying to be all specific. Bro, range is whatever it is. But if I say range of pass, the same way we say, yo, he got a good range on him. Okay, what does a range of actor or acting skills look like? You know what I'm trying to say? So man trying to like cut that up. It's just like, yo, can man hit some 60-yard diagonals? Like Steven Gerrard used to hit that. Can man do that? If man can't do that, then okay, tell me he doesn't do that, or that's not in his locker. If man ain't, you know what I'm saying, beating man, hitting man with the step overs and that, tell me that, bro. So when I ask for certain things, if man deliver on it, quasi like you see recently, deliver, that's what man just need to do, deliver, fam. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, the charges at the time, you were like, okay, we can't rely on the man's 2 years ago when he won the Carabao Cup.
I said you man can't rely on it. I didn't say the fans couldn't. I said,
but you were speaking for the fans.
Nah, you can't. You have to speak for yourself, bro. The fans are meant to speak for themselves.
We were believing that this is the man because, I mean, yes, you did. I'm not, Your Honor, I'm not just gonna say whatever, but the man did make some good point at the time. However, the man was not all in like we were all in. We were both in.
No, objection, man. You're leading the witness.
We didn't have any more goalies, and the other option is Adrian, which nobody wants to see right now.
Question of the day. Big up 12, man. I don't know if you're ready.
Big up 12, man. Good to see you.
The question of the day on that topic.
Big up
thing. if you're gonna speak for the fans, don't speak for 12 man. Let 12 man speak for himself.
Yes.
From what
yes.
you see, is Kelleher, Liverpool #1 ready?
Ready? Not
Can
yet.
we say to Allison, yo, I know you're coming back, but when you come back, you're gonna have to wait till Kelleher is ready for you, or if Kelleher is ready for you?
What we can say is we don't have to rush Allison anymore. Compared to the, Allison got injured this year. Remember, I think it was there was after training where he pulled a hamstring. So that's when Kelleher came in, and this is where people got concerned with Kelleher's against Fulham. Yeah, that game. And when Allison was back, I think they rushed him way too fast. But now, I think what Kelleher is doing, and we both agree, Yana, he did say Kelleher needs more game time. Yes, he did. We both all agree that he needs more game time, like every other player that have played this season. The ones who we were concerned with. You're like, hey, Tsimikas, play well. People are like, nah, chill, give the guy game time. I've been on the soapbox about Diaz, but now I think we can wait. Allison don't have to rush, right? Kelleher is giving the defense some confidence where they can trust him, where they'll be like, okay, whatever happens, he's still there. We can still play that risky football that when Allison is there, we usually do. So for your question, I might not answer it directly, but I would say we don't have to rush Allison back. He can take his time to heal.
Yeah.
Roman, you want to jump on this?
Yeah, no, that's a spot on. I say the best thing that we have going for us with Kelleher is that it's not doom and gloom when we hear, oh, Ali is not available. That's I don't know many other clubs in the Prem right now that could say their first goalkeeper is injured and they're not worried about the next man up theory being put on display through the goalkeeper. I know Zabiri is making a shout for a concerted shout for Arsenal being that team that might even have a better
Chelsea.
Yeah,
you can say that because the starting keeper for them now was their backup. So I mean, that's how you're looking at it.
Oh, you mean the backup keeper who started against us at Wembley?
Yeah.
And then their main.
No, he played in the game we played against him. So here's the thing though with Chelsea, real quick. They have two good goalkeepers, probably two of the not like one, world class, and then the next one is like a really good keeper. But as far as like two good keepers, I would say it's Chelsea, Arsenal, and us. Everybody else, they have a main guy and some guy they wish they never see.
That's good. That's a good way of putting it.
That's a very
So I'm not saying like keeper for keeper, them two teams will be seeing us because we have arguably top two, if not the best in the world.
Right.
But I'm saying like as far as two solid keeper, it's us, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Everybody else just got that one great guy and a second guy they hope they never see. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't think. Go ahead, Tom.
No, my fault, Sabri. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not comfy with like Kelleher in the goal. And my stance still remains. I think the last goal he conceded, it was a nothing, bro. That goal had no business being scored. Because here's the thing, guy went in through the what game was that? I know it's the last goal he conceded, but the dude got in from the right hand side, and Kelleher is near post.
Fulham
took a shot. Yeah, he took a shot. Right. Now I'll tell you about this. Them janky saves he be making, bro. You can't even credit some of them, but you're not expecting him to be beaten at his near post. But the way he saved that ball, it bounced across this goal.
Right.
Joey wasn't even ready for that because, bro, that's such a weird place for the ball to go from the goalkeeper's near post being flicked to his back post. Like, it's one of them ones, and he always does saves like that where the first save could be average to good, then all of a sudden it's like, yo, how did that ball end up in that area? Kind of like Pickford touching the ball on the post. It's kind of like one of them ones. So all of his saves kind of got that thing to it where it's just like, yo, I don't really know, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's.
I'm looking at the. I'm sorry, I'm looking at at the avatar for honesty is.
Oh no, that Bradley has a.
Has Chilwell as his dog. That's funny.
I don't understand. I don't understand the first part. Hold up, Rubble was ill.
I think that was yesterday. Was he ill yesterday?
Yes, he was ill. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For the Southampton game, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
the reason why we didn't see him featured was because he took ill, and he's back to feeling good or up to top shape.
Yeah, club said he was going to train today. Wataru was also back training today, so that means he will possibly have something to say tomorrow. We were talking about the Alisson situation where it's more serious than everybody thought. The Brazilian coach said that they were not going to see him till after the international break. So some of us had the preview that, okay, this injury was pretty serious. I was happy because I was like, oh, he's not going to travel to South America for the World Cup qualifier. Because I believe they are the only one the South Americans are the ones who are playing tougher competition. The Europeans are playing friendly games, and I think there's only two countries that have to play for the last two spots for Euro. And then so I was like, okay, he's not going. But then club today. But talking about that, I was watching a few shows that a lot of people are starting to get frustrated with these injuries, which we already talked about, so we don't need to extend it forward. This one is a hamstring. Why is the goalkeeper pulling a hamstring that serious? From what we're hearing, he slipped.
Okay.
So, why these injuries are piling up? Some of them are just impact injuries, which we understand. That's fine. That's the game. But Salah, people are worried about Salah because Salah never gets injured. People forget that he's 30-some years old, and he got injured in Africa. So, what's going on, right, man? Just a little bit. We don't need to go over it again because we have talked about it nauseam.
I mean, the man them are getting old, bro. And what I realized, some people's explanation on it, like even say, yo, well, Salah never gets injured. It's like, yeah, bro. It's part of it, man. It's like now that he's injured, I think even when he wasn't getting injured, when we won the league, and people was like, yo, I think we were really fortunate. We didn't pick up a lot of injured, and then there's statistics to show that there's some men go most of their career without being injured, and then all of a sudden they get one injured, and it's like they can't leave the sick bay or whatever they call it.
It's like a monthly invoice.
Yeah, they can't get off that bench, bro. So have we seen a lot of keepers like that? Probably not. Is Alisson going to be one of these keepers? Probably, because he does kick the ball a lot. You know what I mean? And he does kick the ball kind of unorthodox, kind of weird, where every time he does that side foot run out,
Thank you.
He's always slipping, and I'm like, Alisson, come on. If that's part of your technique or your kick or your goalkeeper throwing himself about to make it look nice, bro, cut that out, because Alisson did probably about 200 of them kicks, 12 is smirking because he knows I'm on spitting straight facts. Alisson kicked the ball like that for about 200 times. Eventually that shit's going to catch up. You can't just kick the ball all crazy without perfect form, and can you get an assist and then run up the pitch and do a knee slide? Bro, you're the keeper. You don't need to be doing all that. Plus, we don't know Alisson stretching in that. I don't see men stretching routine, so I don't really know. You know what I mean? But it was bound to catch up with Alisson. Like I said, if you go on that pitch, Quasi, don't stretch. Go on a pitch and just kick the ball end to end. There's a one man at the side. You kick the ball end to end and see how much time you can kick the ball like that. before you either pull something or start feeling something.
Yeah.
So people are like, yo, goalkeeper don't get, bro. If you're kicking the ball the way Allison is kicking it, you're bound to feel something, fam.
Yeah. I agree.
Salah, he might just be coming up to them ones where he be doing the who was it? Who said this? It might have been Michael Owen, when he was like, yeah, I was just running and training. I just hear my knees kept popping. And I'm like, yeah, that's so I'm not saying Salah is gonna go out like that, but it might be one of them ones where he ends up like Thiago, just the time he's coming back keep getting shorter and shorter from re-injury and shit like that. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it, man, and hope he can see us through this season. Like I said, man, sell him, bro. Don't wait till the stocks get bad, bro.
The chat is on fire today. The chat's on fire. That's fine.
I guess they call the injury pool.
All right, I'm trying. I'm listening to Zabiria, listening to you, but the chat is on fire. Stanky leg.
Yeah, he tried to do a stanky leg,
Tried to do the stanky leg. Expert analysis. I like it.
But the Allison thing, though, but you see, that's the thing. I think, I don't know, it was you or somebody else who said Allison tends to take more risk than Kelleher when it comes to kicking. He waits like a second. He waits a second.
Allison don't kick the ball with any technique other than the trivela. Any other time he's kicking the ball, bro, it's not a normal way to kick the ball. Like, so you can see he's gonna injure, bro. It's like he's even twisting his standing leg just to kick the ball. Like I said, when he do that rush out kick, when he has the ball in his hand, name me the time he kicked that and stood up or stay standing.
Yeah, that's how he slipped against City.
Bro, that's like you doing push-up and one of your arm is not symmetrical to the other one. See how much push-up you can do before you start feeling something either in your shoulder or your elbow. You know what I'm trying to say? So Allison, he needs to fix something.
Or we need to have him kick the ball less, unless it's a field goal or one of them short passes. Because every time he runs out, I'm like, oh,
I don't know, man.
I'm like Allison.
I don't know, man. He might start to do the Onana stuff and be dribbling in that, bro.
Oh, no, okay. I thought he learned his lesson from, what was it, Leicester? Where he tried to dribble, I think he tried to dribble Vardy. And he took the ball away from him. But yeah, 12 minutes. So with Allison, I think I am totally agree with what Zubair is saying when it comes to his kicking. I think he doesn't kick conventional kick, just keep it simple. He's always chipping, I mean, he tried too much sometimes, right? And I get concerned with when he has to run out because I was like, I don't want him to run because I don't want Allison to run because he doesn't have the durability of, he's just he's an old school goalkeeper with new school abilities, right? That's why last time, Zubair, if you remember, I said, for me, a goalkeeper who I consider world class is the one that saves you when it's needed, not the one who's flying all over around. That's why I don't feel like Ramsey was ever the goalkeeper for Arsenal because yes, whatever he's doing is amazing. It looks amazing until when it's time for him to save him for a championship or whatever. Like Ochoa from Mexico, camera tricks. You'll be like, wow, this goalkeeper is the best. Then the simplest goal will go into the net. With Allison, he saves you points, he saves you championship. And that's something we saw from Kelleher over the last two games, actually. The Southampton game, he did that twice. Chelsea game, I think he did it, 3 times? So when it comes to running out and kicking the ball, I have concerns.
Well, I would go as far as to say I don't necessarily have concerns about. I don't have the same concerns you guys both have for Allison. I namely say because in my mind, I think about the opportunities that he's created because he's able to get those kinds of kicks off, and how he's always looking to try to initiate the attack. I like that. You're not going to be able to get that kind of obviously clearance or try to. Goalkeepers obviously can launch kicks way past the half field line.
Mhm.
So when it comes to, but it is a little bit more difficult to do that with a throw, obviously,
Mhm.
or even trying to drop it down and trying to like, then once you drop it down out of your hands, then it becomes free game. And that's something that you just said that we don't want to see a Vardy incident. So like in my mind, I think of like this incident or the case of when Salah scored against Manchester United at Anfield, you know, and he took the shirt off and he got all crazy.
Yeah, that
and
homie, he ran.
It's things like that I think that is a different element of our keeper that we don't necessarily see too often in a lot of other keepers, because a lot of other keepers aren't looked at or relied on in that essence. They're not looked at as another option, you know, another cog in the wheel to make it all make your offensive threat. And it can, and knowing you can go from, you know, 0 to 100 basically real quick, like Drake on the pitch. That's pretty exceptional when it comes from my perception. And also I'm not as critical on him with his ball dribbling techniques. You know, I know that there's those people out there that will say Ederson is a better goalkeeper at his feet or whatever. You know, we've seen Ederson. You know, anyone can get the ball taken away from him. You know, it's just a matter of like it's just a matter of opportunity, and you don't want to necessarily give a defender, especially an attacker that can shoot, the opportunity to take it away from you. So a lot of the times I'm not necessarily the biggest fan, or not the biggest critic, excuse me, of that. And again, I've heard people critique Kelleher saying that he has he's better with his feet than Ali is. Maybe that's because he's more accurate and more quicker with the distribution being to his fullbacks. But whatever the case is, I think the one unique thing that we've had to rely on him for his kicks more so often is because we haven't necessarily had the Thiago or that option of a quick rollout to a DM or to a controller that can basically turn. You're confident with their dribbling, and you're confident that they can get the ball out into the places that we need it to be. That's just at least my perception. But Maka is certainly stepping up in that role as of late.
What do you think with what 12 is saying, Zuberi? I mean, I was thinking Marca and the man behind you, 12 man, they've been doing that quite a bit lately, where when they get the ball, they turn and then they face in the play, rather than the old school way where Henderson gets the ball, he passes it back. So in a way, we have taken a lot of the kick away from him. The only thing that I'm worried about is Zuberi was saying, the side kicking. I'd rather do an instep kick. That one goes further. The thing is,
I don't even mind the kicking, you know, because it's like 12 said when he the kick or the opportunity he creates from the kick.
Yeah.
That isn't the issue. I'm not even like trying to do the fault finding thing with the byproduct of the kick.
Right.
All I'm saying is the way he's kicking it.
Oh,
he doesn't have to kick it that way.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
The man can use his
left
you know foot 12.
You're a goalkeeper, though. I was a goalkeeper at 1.2. Like, you're a goalkeeper. I know that I didn't do that kind of like side swipe kick that a lot of that more kickers are doing.
No. But here's the thing, too. That you kick the ball farther that way. Yeah. You kick when you throw it and you kick it from the side. You kick it farther than when you kind of like punt it like NFL. So he's doing it right, but what he's doing wrong. Yeah, but what he's doing wrong, Tov, he's falling over. So what's breaking his fall? His left leg or his arm? Because then he can sprain his wrist falling like that, and he always falls. He always falls,
and he's a heavy boy.
Maybe we should just
think about this.
I haven't seen him fall too often in other pitches. I've seen him fall possibly at Anfield. But maybe that's just because
every time he does that kick 12. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, nitpick with the Brazilian, but maybe he thinks he's still on the beach, bro. Maybe man think this is beach soccer or beach football. Because you see the way he kicks it. No. Here's the thing. I don't know if you mind playing beach football.
Let's hear it.
You see the way he kicks it, even like the
side.
Travella, the outside the foot thing.
Yeah.
When you're playing in the sun, you can't kick the ball straight on because you might actually kick the sun. So you kind of have to always like cut across the ball, kind of like to get it to go where you want. If you try to kick the ball normal on sun, you might mess up your big toe, your foot.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
So you can't kick it. So Allison kicks the ball 12 like he's on beach, bro. Or you're on grass, man. I don't know what kind of bummy grass you got in Brazil back in the day. You know the patchy grass, Quasi. I'll twist up your ankle, you know.
Yep.
Because we got it in Jamaica. That'll twist up. So you have to kick the ball kind of delicate.
Stuck grass is just sitting there by itself.
Yeah, so he's kicking the ball like he ain't got good pitch. And the man is on good pitch, though. So my thing is, bro, allow that, man. And then he can use his left foot 12, and he doesn't. He rather do the outside of the foot from the right. And it's like, bro.
Yeah.
You're forcing it. And you can hurt yourself.
That's what I see.
Something.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So what he does, I don't even want to do this comparison because he never said it. He might find the simple things too easy and go for the difficult stuff. I'm guilty of liking a challenge. And if that's him challenging himself to just not do the normal things, but as far as kicking and want to go for the Travella, then
can I say this, Gooseberry? He tends to get bored quite a lot when he's in goal. I don't know whether Aura mentioned, here I am. When he's in goal, it seems to me that there's less ball going towards us than, say, Keller.
Yo, wait a minute. Time out. I just got this, bro.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't know whether
Joe. I just got that, bro.
Oh, this one?
Man, just gliding comes with the pool.
Oh, Travis being on it tonight, man.
No, that's because he's up in the Bay Area. He's up in the Bay Area.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? He tends to 12 men.
Keepers. That's why I said, bro. Most keepers is it comes with a different level of discipline, man. And
because you're standing there like literally 5 minutes and you don't do nothing. That's why when I
take the hair over Allison,
never.
As a package, probably no, but there are some keepers, bro. You know what it is. They know, like, I'm just gonna be down here, but I gotta be switched on.
Yeah, that's why Onana can stay focused.
It takes a lot of discipline, man. It takes a lot of discipline. But if we can't just change the game. We just have to ask them, like, bro, just be switched on, man. Just do the simple things. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of players. I'm not gonna say a lot. There's a handful of players in the squad in general that needs to just remain disciplined and not try to go over the top and do the difficult stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm talking from Gakpo up at the front, all the way back to Allison. Like some of the simple stuff, they just need to just stick to that and be disciplined with it, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, 12 man, now you understand why sometimes when you guys are harsh on my goalie, you're like, oh, he didn't do anything. And the man had a clean sheet. They're like, oh, he didn't do anything. Let's just give him a 6. I'm like, bro, he had.
Wait, Sabiri, wait, before Quasi even ends this, because I know he's going to get the setup. Sabiri, he wants if you get a clean sheet, but you made one save, and it wasn't even a great save. It was like some slipper foot or whatever you call it type save.
You said man don't get a 9? Man don't get a 9.
No, I think he gets a 10. I think he gets a 10.
He gets a 10.
No, you know what?
I think he gets a 10. He wants to give him a 6 or a 7. They be like, he didn't do anything.
Nah, you know what it is, Tov. You know what it is. I even brought up this point. The game we played before Arsenal, the two worst players per the player rating was Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, but they barely had anything to do. Virgil didn't have no tackle. So the player ratings on the website I was looking at gave Virgil like 6.67.
Yeah.
Alisson had nothing to do to it, so they gave him like 6.5. All the other men had bad things to do. They get like 7.8, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at it, you're like, how's Virgil and Alisson the worst player? Well, they had nothing to do.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. So what I would do, 12, and people might not like it. If it's a slipper foot shot and he does a regular save, on a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult was that save? If you tell me 3, I might get a 3. Because bro, you didn't do anything else.
You didn't do anything. All you did.
Okay.
I remember.
You didn't do anything else.
I remember I got yelled at too, and I understand it. But I remember when I was in like youth soccer, and I'm talking young, like 3rd grade or something like that. And my team was so good that sometimes the ball wouldn't come past the half marker, the half-yard marker, right? So be in their half the entire time. And I used to sometimes I would sit down in goal. That's how bored I was. Like as in I didn't like you're in 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, whatever it was. I'm you're a kid. I would sit down in goal because I was that bored. And I got yelled at by the coach, of course, because I was being disrespectful. But it's just one of those things where you're just like, am I getting a 10? Am I getting a 10? Am I getting a 10? I'm sitting there, they're gonna rate my sitting style or something.
Okay, so let me defend my goalie. Zubairi, question. What is the goalie's job to keep what? A clean sheet, right?
No. It's not about keeping a clean sheet. It's about keeping goals on the ball out the back of the net.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. No. Yeah. Here's the thing.
Okay.
10 world-class shot can be hit at your goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Quasi, follow me good. 1 goes in. He saves 9. You lose that game 1-0. What are you rating your goalkeeper?
9.
Because he saved 9 out of 10 world-class.
Yeah. But he didn't have. If it was 0-0.
Okay, flip the script.
Yeah.
1 slipper's foot shot trickled in, and your goalkeeper uses his foot and stop it.
Yeah.
And then the opposition is pressing, so he just picks it up. It's still a save. So your goalkeeper saved 1 shot with his foot.
Yeah.
Picked it up, release it up the pitch.
Yeah.
Game finished. Your team won 6-0. What are you giving a goalkeeper?
10. We had no goals. I mean, the goalkeeper took care of
But
business.
you can't credit the goalie off of the defense doing everything they need to do. Because here's the other thing.
But the defense did everything right. Yeah. But
what would you rate the defense though? What would
the defense would be the nice. They would be the nice. That's okay. So this is how I rate.
Okay, but in the game where you lose 1-0 and your goalkeeper made 9 world-class saves, the defense gets a 3 because you're like, yo, why are they taking 10 shots at the goal?
Yeah, exactly. That's the good defense fault.
But that's what I keep telling you. Whenever you're rating a goalkeeper, you always bring the defense credit in. Well, you're bringing defense tax. You can't put defense tax on the goalie. Call it what it is. Discredit the goalkeeper and credit the defense. So in a game where the keeper had nothing to do, you can't praise the keeper. Instead, praise the defense. Like the defense was on it, they wouldn't allow the team to come out their own half.
Yeah, so
you can't say, the keeper gets a 10. Just be like, the keeper, you know what, bro? It's one of them ones, bro.
If the
team carried you, bro, we carried him. You got carried today.
And then he makes one save. He made one save. He did his job.
That's what you call carrying a man. Who would you rather carry on the pitch, the keeper or your defense?
You carry your
keeper.
Yeah, exactly. Carry your keeper.
So you have to just credit the team and let the keeper know, fam, we carried you today. You got paid.
So that he's getting punished for saving 1 goal that could have gone in, and it could have been 1-1. Now we dropped 2 points. That's not fair.
The goalkeeper got paid for doing nothing.
To save the goal,
he should be reprimanded. Nah, 12, he should be reprimanded. Bro, you go to work and tell your peoples to put their leg up, and you go and do your friend's work, and you see your friend still get a check in overtime. Are you feeling good about that? Knowing you did all of his job and your job, and he still get the overtime as well.
I'm just saying.
Allison needs to pay back that money, bro. Allison or Keller, any keeper in history that didn't have to do anything all game, they need to divide their check by 10 and give it to the 10 men that carried them, bro.
Then but this last year, Allison is what? How much is Virgil makes?
Oh, and vice versa as well. If I'm a defender
Yeah, last
keep
year.
getting skinned, and I keep getting skinned, and the keeper saving me.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to start the checkbook in the locker room. Yo, Ali, nah, you.
See, this is the thing. Okay, so if let's say we use NFL, right? Quarterbacks tends to like they would take the alignment to dinner or buy them Rolex watches, expensive gift to let them understand that, bro. Like Brady. Brady used to buy expensive gifts to his linemen because guess what? They save him. Right?
Objection now. That's propaganda. Brady was the lowest paid quarterback in the league.
No, I'm talking about the gift he gives to his linemen because because of them, he has time to throw the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Propaganda, man. Brady was the lowest paid quarterback.
I'm not talking about his payment. I'm talking about the gift that he gives to his linemen. Now, there's some years that I'm sure some linemen didn't get a gift because the man did not have time to throw. As soon as he snaps the ball, he get it.
I want you to know a fun fact about
Brady. No, I'm using what you just said. Brady
was the reason why a lot of the top players in NFL on the Patriots didn't get league value.
Why?
Because Brady was the highest paid player and Brady didn't care about money. So when a tight end come and be like, yo, the league is paying tight end this amount, that amount was actually more than what Brady was getting. But Brady didn't care about money. So how are you going to pay the tight end more than the quarterback? So that's why Brady was giving the guys gifts so they will feel content for being underpaid. It wasn't what you're saying. It was the makeup of, bro, you're all getting underpaid.
I want to say this.
Tom Brady is nothing without an offensive line. But if they ain't getting if the tight end or or offensive line,
that's what I'm saying, right?
That's why whenever the quarterback usually goes out and buys the front line, the offensive
that's what I'm
line,
saying.
Rolex,
Yes, you have to pay. Yes,
the Rolexes.
You gotta buy them Rolexes. Yeah,
yeah.
But the funny thing is, I have a brethren who's watching right now, and he agrees with both you guys. And the funny thing is, his brother is the one who gave me this argument when he first came to my show and said, you know what, why are you giving Allison an 8? It's not his fault that nobody was able to score on him, which I thought it was a good point. Now he's going back against me saying that, oh, I agree with Zuberi and 12 man. You can't trust these people, man. But I still say, Allison should get a 10 if we get a clean sheet. Kelleher should get an 11 because the save that he made. the save that he made. But we move on. But we move on. So Barry, I know you're gonna tell me I'm looking at Poch. we all haven't got a chance to talk about what happened on Sunday. Were you looking at Poch again? Because last time you did and you were like, Poch, you were useless.
Interesting thing with Poch, bro. And I'm trying to. Okay. So interesting thing. I'm not sure if my boy's watching this, but Poch came out before the game and made the mess about the referees and oh my God, whatever, right?
Yep.
And I said to my boy that, look, man, I think what Poch did or his tactics and the mind game actually worked to his favor because, bro, I think Caicedo ended that game with no yellow card.
11 fouls he committed.
The reason why Endo's hurt is because the reason why Endo was hurt was because of Caicedo.
And then so the reason why I'm trying to start with Poch there is it's unfolding quasi. I'm like, yo, Poch, it's kind of dirty, but bro, by any means necessary, get this win, right? Whether it's drop the little bug in the referee and shit like that. My boy said to me, you know what, man? I'll blame Klopp for that because when Poch came and tried to manipulate the referee to his side, Klopp should have said something that probably brought the referees back to the neutral zone. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
that makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because bro, Klopp could have said something to influence the refs on his side. You know what I mean? But Klopp doesn't play that dirty. So he was just telling me like, yo, Klopp should have been a bigger man and try to influence them back to a neutral zone. Like, yo, bro, for you to even say, hope the referee don't give us the game, bro, you're disrespecting the game. So Klopp could have just called him out on that. Like, bro, you're disrespecting the game. Like, you're disrespecting the ref. You know what I mean? Like, they're human beings. Whether they get it right or wrong, bro, I'm sure they will live and they will learn from that. So that's the mentality I have in hindsight. But in the moment, I'm not watching the game and I'm like, yo, Pot, you a goddamn genius, man. Like, this is the dark arts we need in our manager from time to time. You know what I'm trying to say? But what backfired is, Quasi, you know this. Not sure if you know this, 12. I hope you don't know this, 12. You know, when you're messing with that juju and that obia and that voodoo, it's great when you first. It's great when you first summon it. But if you don't know how to balance it out, bro, it does take you over. Take over Patch, because in the freaking end of that 90 minutes, that man was up. And Patch felt his power, the way he manipulated the whole thing, and he got big-headed, and he was like, yo, I got him right where I want him. These little kids, we're taking these kids to penalty, and we're pamming them.
Yep.
Virgil van Dijk here. It was like, bro, I'm about to run Van Dijk smack all of them. Patch was like, I'm going in there and I'm slapping over all them cribs and them cradles and I'm smacking Bobo and slapping all of that out. He's like, I'm slapping these kids at the daycare. Virgil van Dijk here in extra time and already got the refs in my pocket and I didn't even have to pay them. We're going home with this.
My job is safe.
And then the kids just, you know what I'm saying, Chucky settings, pull out a big kitchen bitch, one of them big knives. Simicats. Of all men, you think Patch was scared when Simicats ran on the pitch?
I mean, McConnell came in. So that's who's this? Yeah. They didn't even have what they call it, not stats. You know how they say they do recruitment on you, right? I think there was at least 6 kids that they have no clue how to scout. They didn't even scout the kids because they were like, we've never seen them play before. So we don't know whether they're weak or strong. They just kids. We're just going to smack them around. Little did they know that they had a jelly kid.
Daycare, you don't know how much kids can talk in the daycare. You walk in there, you just hear a bunch of goo goo gaga. All of a sudden, one of the kids was like, oh, excuse me, sir, you can't be doing that. You're like, hey, yo,
wait, who said that?
So it's one of them things, man. But I definitely gave him credit the first probably 70, 80 minutes. And then when the momentum shifted to him, I'm like, Jesus, is this what Patch always was? And I missed it. So I started doubting myself. I see, like, damn, have I been overlooking this part of Patch? Because, bro, for you to come in here and do this to the refs, bro, no, that you got power from.
The last person who did that was Ferguson.
Bro, think about, bro, for you to go in a press conference with your dead 10th place team and influence the ref in such a manner where I'm like, rah.
And you know, the way he said it, you have to pay attention because it sounds like, oh, this guy just hating. But I'm like, no, he said, don't make it look like it's a club farewell tour. So now the ref is like,
everything he did was very unprofessional and unsportsmanlike, but the tone in which he said it in and the state his team is in, that is exactly what he needed to say to kind of give his team whatever dignity they can muster. So basically, if we'd have lost that game because we got wrongfully done by the refs, that would have been the momentum they could have now taken in.
Right.
To save face, like, yo, see, our season ain't really all that bad because we beat Liverpool. Granted, the ref chalked out whatever goal, didn't give certain fouls. You see what I'm trying to say? They wouldn't have cared about that. And that's very unsportsmanlike. They didn't come there to play, bro. Like, they tried, but, bro, they had the backing of the refs, man. Like,
I mean, personally,
bro, Caicedo ended the game without getting a card. And he also sent 2 men off the pitch, bro. Well, I said, 1 man off the pitch. One fall through as well.
The Gravenberg thing is a red card.
The red card, bro. I'm not gonna like say it's spot on a red card because there's gray areas in the way the game is ref where I can be like, if that fell in the gray area, but as far as a gray area without it even being a yellow, and then he goes on to commit other yellow card worthy fouls, and you don't be like, you know what, man, that's one too much. Because the ref can let you slide for about 5-6 times. After that, he's like, bro,
Too much.
You're reckless out here. Some of those little strategic, bro. I see McAllister got a yellow for just touching man in the chest
In the
man
chest.
fall over. Just a touch. It wasn't even like just a touch, bro. So what I've seen yellows given for and all the shit Caicedo did, and I don't really hate Caicedo. I'm just saying it's all about the ref. It's not about the play. It's just about the ref.
Yeah.
It's nothing against the player. The player's gonna do what they do. The ref will only allow them to do so much, and he allowed Chelsea to do whatever the hell they wanted, bro.
I agree.
And I feel like that was down to Poch. And if Poch got that clout to influence these refs, he needs to be sacked tomorrow, bro. We can't have this here. No, we can't have this here, bro. How do I look my manager coming in here getting fined for commenting on the ref? I got another man just bribing the ref with just some, I hope they don't turn it into a clout. Bro, because we're a team everyone hates, bro. So imagine if every manager did what freaking this guy did. Do you know how long our season will be? And it already is long from the Spurs game. Do you know how long that will be, Quasi? If another manager go like, oh, so that's how we get the refs on our side? Just bring up Klopp's farewell tour. Now, man, you know how many of these men hate Klopp?
A lot of managers.
I'm talking about non-Liverpool fan. Can't stand this motherfucker, bro. Because of how much he is a good person. Man is just being a good human being, and these other fans is like,
people. And the crazy thing is, they all benefiting from all the whining that Klopp has been doing all these years. He's the one who stood up and said, we need 5 subs. He's the one who said, let's get the break. A lot of things that EPL is now giving out to these teams is because, yes, we know Ferguson and Arsene Wenger, they brought it up. But they eventually say, you know what, this is stupid. We're not going to say anything anymore. But Klopp is the only manager who did it consistently. Every year he complained about it.
I'm not going to go that far, but I will say, I've heard like Rodgers used to say subtle things like, but I thought it was all like, because Klopp was the first manager that really let me understood like why managers say certain things in a press conference and why they don't say certain things.
Yeah.
So before Klopp, I used to just watch the press and I was trying to like read between the lines. You know what I mean? And like Rodgers will come out and be like, we'll have to see, look after the players and but the way he said it, you can just almost tell it's just media talk. But with Klopp, when Klopp says that same thing, you're like, nah, man, this guy genuinely can't. So when Klopp is like, yo, nah, man, it's way too many games for the boys, man. And they gotta go in this competition and that competition. Wow, and it's not like an NFL team. These guys, they're just all I got, just my one squad. I wish I had, an offensive team and a defensive team to make things much easier for the boys. And when he's breaking it down, I'm like, yo, Rod, he's really caring about the players. And I'm not gonna say other managers didn't care, but the way he broke it down, it's like it was way too many games. They added more competition. These guys, they can only do so much, they can only go so far. Yeah, man, this guy really cared. But the flip side of that, Quasi, the reason why I break that down is to ask you this. What if Klopp only cared about that because of how far he's pushing the guy?
I was going to say that because he himself, he's seen it like, okay, I push these guys way too much. And they got too many games.
Yeah, I can't allow nobody else to come and push him because I got him on the edge. You send him to England, Clint, they're going to fall off. You know what I'm trying to say? So Klopp is like, I'm pushing him 100.
I should push him.
There's no room for your push. You want to push him too? Nah, you can't push him. I'm doing the push here. You do the push here. So I feel like some club manager, they might push to 60. International take him from 60, push him to 80. Another competition, push him to the other 20.
Now you're on the red zone.
I'm pushing you all the way. And maybe that's why he's there. You know what I mean?
So, but Tom, man, like even to to add into what Mary said, Klopp was asked, "Are you still is the quad on?" And it's like he said that no one has ever done the quad. He didn't want to say like, "Oh, we can't do it." He said it's never been done because of how the games are set up. He said we just finished. Now we're gonna have to play on Wednesday, and then after Wednesday we have to play Saturday, and then Saturday we play again. So in an indirect way, he wants to say no, but he wants to give a reason why he thinks that no one has ever done it before. Is because you guys don't care about the players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he definitely made a point to say that it's not, they don't think about it. And it's what, and I'll say this, like, I can tell you that I believe that his answer was a good answer, despite the fact of, of course, you want to hear possibly your commander say, yes, we're going for everything, or yes, we're fighting for all. Yeah, you know, like you want to hear him say that. In a sense, he kind of did, but he also doesn't want to put it upon that. He's under the mindset of what I look at it as this year is that every game is the most important game. In that every game, whatever's the next game is the most important game. Whatever game is at hand is the most important game. It's the only game you can concentrate on, rather than like get yourself bogged down with all the like, you know, your feelings or all the complexities of the pressure and all the other, you know, things that get weighed into the equation. Yeah. Just focus in on what you can handle, and that is that is what is in front of you. So yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with this answer, and I actually understand it, and it's what I've been saying. I've definitely said, you know, the next man up mentality. I've been pressing that concept, but I've also been saying next game up mentality as well. You know, so it's just a matter of looking at it as we got this game coming up on the weekend. Cool, that's the important game to get through. Because if we falter on that, you can find yourself going down a slippery slope. You know, when you start to like, if you're starting to like unfocus, it can start to take away the ability to focus on the one thing that you've always had in mind, and that is getting the silverware, getting through these games, and getting through them healthy, obviously. So I have no problem with what he said.
Yeah, I totally agree. And looking at the games right now, I think before international break, we got what, 4 games in 10 days?
I can tell you.
Yeah, which is crazy. You know, you got tomorrow, then you got Europa, and after Europa, you got City. After City, you got I think there's another. Oh, after City, you got another Europa, and then after that, we have Manchester United. Then they go off for international break.
Am I tripping for thinking that being probably the only team in England that I can remember, I mean, I don't remember all the teams that went on a run like that, but we played every game known to a football team. I know Bayern had a quad.
I think in England, I think Liverpool has been the only one in the to ever play every game given to them.
And that is a quad chasing season.
Yeah. That year.
We got two out of it, and that was 2 seasons ago. So I'm thinking if I did that 2 seasons ago, and I have this new group of players, I would probably lean towards that versus saying no team has ever done it before. Yeah, we know no team has ever done it before, but we were the only team to have come that close.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? Like, we went to 3 finals and lost the league on the last day. So if we've done that before, I'd have been like, yeah, no team has ever done it before, but we've come the closest. So all we can do is try to be better than the last effort. Because anything better than that last effort, Kwasi, think about it. It's a treble. We had the cup double. So all we have to do, we already have the marker. The marker was we ended up with 2 trophies.
Yeah.
So all we have to do is be better than that
season.
And there's only 2 positions better than that season. It's either a treble or a quadruple.
A quadruple, yeah.
So I don't think it was cool if he actually said just lean on the fact that no team has ever done it. I'd have leaned more on, well, we came the closest, you know, so all we have to do is just strive to be our best self. And
do it again, yeah.
It's not like we're breaking another team's record. We're just breaking our own record.
Our own record, yeah.
Mhm. I don't even know if we can
You know what I
break
mean?
our own record, other than get those 2 victories or get the 2 wins.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because we played in all the games. So if we played in all the games again,
right?
if we played all the games again, all we have to do is probably try not to make the league go down to the last day.
Mhm.
That'll be better, right?
Mhm.
Winning, the third final, that'll be
Yeah.
better. So that's all we can do is just work on those fine margins. And to your point, 12, you're right, because that start with the next game and the next man up.
Mhm.
If we manage the next game correctly and the next man up, the league may not go down to the last day. So
Yeah.
that's one less thing we got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You remember? I'm trying to remember which other team did this, where the league is won, and then on the final day, you see some man running out on the pitch, and you're like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Mhm. Mhm.
And you find out he had like 5 appearances, and this is his 5th one to get the medal.
To get a medal, yeah.
I'm like, what 4 games did he play in? Raw, he didn't come up.
I don't remember
even know
him.
these guys. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think that's how our last couple games should go, man. Well, we just see like Dans and them man just running out. Like, man, that's the you know what I mean? The big man them is already drunk in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Virgil Van Dijk can just close up for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The kids don't play, but that's what I think about it. But you know what I mean? As a manager, you don't want to overguess the guys. You want to keep them focused, like 12 said. It is the next game and it is the next man up. And because we can talk about the quad, but we're not in any other finals yet. So to be realistic, we have to get there first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
If we you see the moment we book both finals, quad is really on.
Yeah.
But until we book the finals, it's like, yo, we got another 2 rounds
just
to go.
next
Don't we
game.
got quarterfinal and semifinal in the FA Cup?
But that's
we
the
got
issue.
round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals in the Europa League. So
that's the issue.
There's 5 games before 2 finals.
There's still a lot of games. Yeah, that's the one.
A lot of games.
That's the one thing that I keep stressing, especially to a lot of the fans that speak of all these different little things about City and about this. Look, I understand City's a very important game. It will help us in our quest. But I mean, realistically, if we lose, this weekend, that hampers our quest. So let's concentrate on the game at hand. It's like if we take care of our business every game as it comes, we will be okay. Rather than focus in on these games a month down the line or 3 weeks down the line or whatever. More so, focus in on this next game because that's the only thing you can take care of. It's the only thing that we can do. Is take care of what is at front of us.
100% 12. Quasi, what is your Ghanaian saying for this Jamaican saying? What we say, yo, 1-1 Coco will fill the basket. What's you man saying for that?
Oh, just got to put me on the spot. I know exactly what you're saying. That's like we don't say cocoa. I think they say they use yam. Like one at a time. One at a time. And the basket, I think they use yam. Instead of cocoa, we say yam.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Using yam, one yam at a time will fill the basket. That's why I think.
You know what I don't know? You know what I don't know?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's apples in America?
I think it's apples in America. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know what it is in America. So I was just about to ask you 12. But that's all we need to do. Get
one
the one
apple,
apple, the one piece of yam, the one cocoa, whatever it is. Just get the one in.
Yep.
At the end of the season, we'll have a full basket.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, I mean, the thing is, I think people are so focused on City's game and the amount of injuries that we have. All of them is like, come on, man.
Let's be honest, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
It would be that big piece of yam. Big apple. You know what I'm
that
saying?
Takes a lot of space.
It takes up a lot of space in the basket.
That takes a lot of space.
I need to get it.
We win that game, we will be okay. You're able to stuff it in there first. That's the big, even if you say the biggest yam or the biggest coconut that you put in and then put everything in there. Definitely. I got you on that one. But
you go to the market, man, you see these little scrawny fruits. You're not really looking at it. You're looking at that big one. But when you get the big one, you're like, I need some more. Then you might just go for the little scrawny ones. But
yeah.
So what City is, man.
Trap Joe is asking do we think Kelleher is good enough with the 4-3-3 inverted?
I don't think I think this formation, the inverted formation, I think it suits the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Any goalkeeper. Remember when I said, yo, who would you rather carry in a team? Well, what position? You said a goalkeeper. I think this position suits the goalkeeper because when you invert, think of your two center backs. Whichever guy inverts usually ends up in between.
In between the two center backs, yeah.
In what day and age have you ever seen a right back just ends up in between the center back? Normally they just push each other over.
Push it over, yeah.
But when you invert, this guy, they split like that.
They split, and then one comes in.
And then the right back ends up in the middle. But now that the right back's in the middle, bro, you're basically playing with a back three. No one is going to call it a back three. Once you have a back three, the goalkeeper has no space to now come up in between your center back.
Stay where you are.
So that keep the keeper where he should be. So I think it actually benefits the keeper more. I'm not sure if that's why they invert it, because I want to say I see Pep using it. Teta used it a lot as well, but none of Arteta keepers was really good with their foot. So I'm not sure if that's why they did it. But I see City using it, but they use it in a different manner. They use it up the pitch. Where they're like a 1-3-2, whatever other formation.
They wanted to load up the midfield. That's why
so that's why they use it.
Yeah.
They'll use it in a more defensive manner where they can actually control it like a double pivot type of thing without having a double pivot. So now the 6 got a guy next to him who control the pressure that's coming towards the goalkeeper. We use it in a manner where I haven't fine-tuned it yet. Because when I see Joey in there, and I'm like, Joey, I don't know, you know. So I got a question for you.
I got a question for you, but
I want Joe to tell me how we use it because I don't even know.
I do like the tactics. That's why I think I've gravitated more towards Football Manager than FIFA. You know, when it comes to my games that I play on the console. But why I'm bringing up this point is I did watch a really intense breakdown of how Pep does his system and the familiarity, between our system and his system, because there's some definite differences at how Klopp goes about it and how Pep goes about it. And what's unique about Pep's system, at least, for instance, is that he tries to utilize his keeper as an actual fullback. It's almost like he's not playing with a quote unquote keeper in a sense. And that's how it was at least explained to me in the segment that I watched. And that just as you're saying, back three, he's got an invert, so he's trying to make a box 4 in the middle. Okay. So he's trying to dominate the middle. He's trying to make sure that it goes up front, but he's also utilizing his keeper that's so far up, so far advanced that he's almost as if he's playing as another fullback. You know, and there's a unique way of looking at it because obviously, you know, you don't want your keeper going too far that you can get one of those Xabi Alonso style shots from the other half that goes over the keeper and scores. But he's utilizing it as he trusts in his keeper enough that his ball skills is, if that pass or there are parts out of it that the keeper can track down that ball, be able to deliver and give a delivery to someone else and get it, make it easily quick.
Real quick, to your point. There was a position in the defense called sweeper. You have not sweeper keeper. There was a position called sweeper.
Just a sweeper.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I know.
So this guy, So this guy
is basically like a sweeper in a sense. Yeah.
No, that's what the position was. There's one guy who plays behind your two center backs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
His position got obsolete when keepers started stepping in.
Yeah.
Because now that's one extra guy you can take away and put somewhere else on the pitch. So when they say sweeper keeper, it's because sweeper was actually a defender.
The last defender.
You usually have a last man. This man barely leaves the box, by the way.
Yeah.
The sweeper.
But I'm saying Pep is pushing him up to be a fullback in his system. Yeah. Which is unique.
So sweeper for Pep, he's going
fullback.
Need a keeper. Yeah, he's going center back keeper.
Right.
He was like, I don't need a keeper. I need a sweeper.
A sweeper.
So, instead of taking a guy up front and putting in the back, he was like, I'm gonna take you out goal and put you here.
Yeah.
So
that's serious though, because people don't think it that way. That's why Neuner was able to let Bayern press you so high, and he would be the last person in the back. And everybody was like, what is going on? They were like, yeah, he's a sweeper keeper. And they were like, what's that? Because in Ghana, the sweeper was the number 5. He's the last one. We always have this mentality saying he should never defend anybody. He should be by himself in case a ball is coming.
Yeah, he doesn't mark anyone.
He doesn't mark anybody. He's always the last man. He
wins all the second balls. All he does is rebound,
clean everything.
That's it. Yeah, he organized the defense, all of that. But once goalkeepers started doing it, you don't really see so much of a sweeper.
You could put another attacker midfielder in there.
Yeah. So I think it was genius when he did it. But as far as the invert in the player,
I'm still trying to get used to that thing. I'm not fully in with it.
Joey in there is the reason why I don't understand it. When you give me John Stones, I understand it. He's plays DM. If you give me David Alaba, he's played DM. If you give me Matip, I'm like, I've seen him play DM. When you give me a guy I've never seen play DM and you invert him,
well, this is a very segue to because
even Zinchenko played DM before.
I was going to ask you, how did you think about Joey playing the DM Wednesday?
He didn't do bad, but there were certain things he's not accustomed to, which is like pressure. Going in the 6,
he's not press resistant.
You have to be press resistant. That is because here's the thing: when you play 6, you might find yourself standing between the opposition striker and their 10, and depending on what side of the pitch you are,
pressure is coming from.
You may be boxed in with even a winger.
Yeah,
that is the pressure you face as a 6 because you be standing either in front of their striker or behind their striker. Yeah. So you always have a guy within 5 feet of you. If they play with 2 strikers, you might find yourself between both strikers. So that's 2 men on you right then and there. The 10 ain't too far, so that's 3. You have to be press resistant. So that's why for Joey getting it and turning in such a tight space, I mean, he did his thing.
Second half, he was on point. Second half, he was on point.
I think there was a moment he got pressed. Was it Southampton? Might have. No. There was a moment I was like, Joey, that's that's learning on the job type of thing. But he wasn't too bad, man. I'm not gonna, fall behind too tough.
No, I wasn't. I was just gonna add to your points and to say that I think one thing that people might be underestimating or maybe not underestimating, but just overlooking, that's a better word for it, is that Pep has we all know Pep has some influence on this team. And I think that, obviously we all know about his Dutch heritage and everything else. And we all know about how we've had definitely a concerted effort in getting more Dutch players in. And we've also brought this whole idea of fluidity into the team and how a lot of players play out of what people think are playing out of position or this or that. I mean, I just saw Connor Bradley play right wing. Like that's not where I want to necessarily see him, but it was more so because
about that because Chris called it still. He was like, there could be a situation where man put Bradley right wing.
It's not a wild call. It's not a wild call. You know why that's not a wild call, Colonel? The reason why I would say it's not a wild call is because I also saw a game where Lucho played left back and Simicast played left wing. So you have an actual left wing in the game, and you have him playing the left back position.
Man, I had him playing right back as well, bro.
He played right back,
and then this concept of seeing players in these different positions. I think people have started to slowly but surely, come to grasp.
Real quick, I don't want you to land yet because I want to throw something at you.
Go ahead.
The only manager people remember doing such a thing is Mourinho, right? Especially when he went to
Chelsea,
Inter, where he had Eto'o playing right back against Bayern in the final.
Right as well. Just want to throw that.
And 2, the changes that Klopp is doing now, I don't know whether it's because it's just what he got, so he has to do whatever use what he has. But this is something that people were using against him. Said he never do any type of changes. He's one cookie cutter.
Yeah,
4-3-3
because of the players he had, though. I mean, like you're not going to play. You're not going to. I mean, Mane. Are you going to put Mane as a left back, or are you going to put Mane as like a right back? You know, I mean, like you're probably not. I mean, I lost that. I had an Anfield Cup where we played the video game. We had all of our players, and I lost because I had freaking Salah at right mid, or something like that. Yes, I get those concepts, but you're not. Chances are you're probably not going to put those kinds of players that we had in those positions. But yet, he gave us hints of it. Who thought that we were going to see Henderson at center back? Or, I mean, I understand Fabinho's played there before, but I mean, who thought we were going to he had an emphasis. He put more emphasis on trying to play midfielders as center backs than actually let the center backs play center back.
True.
That alone should have been like.
Real quick. No one has asked this question. I'm going to ask this question. Who was the best center back? Genie, Fab, or Hendo?
Fab.
I'm gonna say Genie was the best center back out of the three. Still,
I think
Fab.
You know what? Fab was kicking.
Fab was clean. Was it the Chelsea game? Those two games where everybody was
the City game. The City game.
The City game, where everybody was like, "Bro, this guy's a center back."
Yeah,
bro.
And then after that, he got injured.
Kicking man shins in, bro.
Genie was like.
Genie was calm though. Genie was
calm.
More
Genie
like
was calm.
Yeah.
Hendo didn't want to be there because he was. Hendo didn't want to be there. He did well, but he didn't want to be there. I think he played one time.
He wants to be involved too much. I think Henderson wants to be involved too much. He doesn't recognize the fact that if he had just played his role more so, he might still even have a place or kept some of the legs that he had in the game to be able to still be a part of his team. But I think that it just passed.
And the thing is, I think Hendo, his thing came out because of I blame the fans. He had to re-engineer his game when they were trying to sell him. And he had to come up and be like, play like what Endo is doing, killing himself for the team. Hence the year that Rodgers almost won, he became like the most important player on the team. And he got the red card, the second yellow card, which is suspending him for the Chelsea game. Everybody was like, was it a Chelsea game or the Crystal Palace game? Both games, actually. Everybody was like, yeah, we missed him.
You can't say that again in the future, man. You can't say fans wanting to keep the team at a certain level is to be blamed because a player wasn't of that level.
No, I'm just saying.
Because he worked his socks off to maintain that level. Yeah. So you see what I'm trying to say? You have to praise the man for doing that.
No, I praise him.
And also condemn him if he falls off that level. Because we as fans, we said, the team is here. Every player we get, we want him to be above this level.
Can you condemn
guy? Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you real quick, to have clarity with your point, though. Can you at the same time condemn him if it's not him necessarily falling off because his skill levels have fallen off, but maybe just because of injuries have caused him to fall off?
Yeah, he didn't do anything else
to that level.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but the fact still remain is, let's say the team is on 5. Like fans want the team to be on 5. He came in at 4.5. The team goes to 6. He's still at 4.5. We're like, bro, we might have to sell you because the team is going up, right? He goes, no, I'm not getting left behind. He gets to 6. We get Salah Mane. We go to 7. We get Virgil van Dijk. We went to 8, bro. He's only a 6. Bro, let's be honest. There was a time Henderson was our worst player. Based on the performance of everyone else.
On the level everybody was.
And 12, he busted his socks off to get there.
Not to stand out.
To Quasi's point, that might have been the strain that caused them to get injured, right?
That's what I was saying. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm condemning him for it, 12, but he himself also, and he did, respectfully, he did looked at it and go, you know what? There's no way I'm going to be able to be on 9 and 10.
He couldn't.
Because what he had to do to get to 9 and 10, you see him at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Well, bro, he gave us everything. And it got to the point
Mm-hmm.
where I don't want to see Henderson cardiac arrest. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
bro,
that's what I'm
saying.
Bro, I couldn't go to work thinking about how hard one human being is leaving it on
Basically,
the pitch.
died on the field just for the.
Dying on the bro. We talk about man need to be dying out there. I tell you, the first man that died out there, we're all saying, no, it's okay. It's okay. We're all scaling it back, right? No, bro. Please don't die out there.
Mm-hmm.
They tell us in the army, don't be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And all of us looked around like, man, I'm about to be that hero. I'm jumping on the grenade. No, I'm jumping on the
That's
grenade.
a very good analogy.
The commander
Right.
come out
And
and
then
like,
you
yo,
put that-
don't
that-
be an hero.
Yeah.
And then
You
you
know
all
what I'm
die. Yeah. If everyone jumps on the grenade, everyone dies. You know.
Yeah.
So it's that
You know,
mentality. I won't
it's not a
condemn him.
hero.
I won't condemn him. But the only thing I would say, if I'm ever saying anything to the fans, is respect the fact that he looked at it and go,
Thank you.
I want to be here, but you know what? It might be best if I use this moment to go elsewhere. Because he clearly wasn't done with football.
No.
You know
He's
what I
not
mean?
done.
He clearly
Yeah.
wasn't done, but Henderson
The
wasn't
guy
going to
put-
give
he
us 9
gave-
again.
This is the thing. Like, I know people gonna be like, oh, why are you putting Kobe and Henderson the same name? But you're looking at the mentality, Henderson, and every time he's kind of falling off, guess what? He will bounce himself back again. And everybody was like, we need Henderson again.
Quasi, but at what cost?
Like, that's what 12-man thing is.
You
That's
see what I'm
what
saying?
12-man, that 12-man point
Because
is.
the
He gave
price,
everything.
the price he was paying, I'm not wishing
Well,
it on him.
What?
But it was way. He was given 150 just to
Every
give us
time.
100%. Now think about that. He has to give us 150
for people to think
just
he's
to
at
give us
100.
100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's giving us 150 and only comes up at 80%.
Yeah.
That is mad.
That's
That's
and the
mad.
thing is, what we also have to appreciate is the manager saying, you know what, this is what I want. Because some managers would have sold them. Be like, bro, I'm sorry, you know that. You see what I mean? The fact that the manager looked at it and said, you know, I want people to respect it. And this is what I don't know what when people said, will you take Gallagher? I was like, hell yeah, I will take Gallagher. Because Chelsea, you the Chelsea fans don't know how to appreciate players like that. In any team in the world that has ever dominated, there's always been a player like that. It's up to the manager to put him in the right place, to coach him properly.
Who
You see what I'm
would
saying?
you say- let me ask you guys this question
Yeah.
real quick. We've seen what Gallagher did for our Palace. I am of the belief that had McTominay got loaned to Palace,
He would have balled out
he would have done equivalent to
to
Gallagher.
what Gallagher did. And that's something that humbles you, right? Now you come in, if you are real and you want to play longer, you'll be like, nah, I'm not going back. So I know how to struggle. And I'll give you the perfect example in the player on our team right now. The man that 12-man is standing in front. Where did they say he came from? What kind of they were in relegation almost 2-3 years straight, right?
Twice. And now they're actually at the top. They're competing for a top 4.
You see what I mean? So
Which is
it's
crazy.
it's
Which is pretty crazy. He
sometimes
kept them.
it's up to the
He
player.
kept them alive. He kept them alive in both of those campaigns.
Mhm.
And because of that, now that team has the ability to have the structure and presence and mindset and of being, battle worn or battle, however you say it.
No,
You know what I mean?
Battle.
Battle
word.
ready.
Bro, battle is the right word.
Battle ready, because
it's crazy. I don't know
takes-
no other football player that wears mouthpiece.
I'm telling you, if he's smart, hey, Bartolo, if you need an agent,
You say
just
get the merch,
follow.
get the merch.
Yeah,
Get the merch.
Get the
exactly.
merch.
Did you not see merch? That's
Wataru.
something. You see,
Oh,
you look
Anfield.
into the crowd of Anfield. You see everyone smiling with these mouth guards on. That would be.
Yo,
Oh,
12.
that would
I'm
be-
not even gonna front. I will pull up the pickup games with that mouthpiece. Are you,
Yeah.
bro? Are you,
People are like,
bro, are
whoa,
you
mess
crazy?
with you.
Soccer
Yeah.
players with mouthpiece.
You don't want to mess
Yeah.
with them. You don't want
Yeah.
to mess with them.
Bro, man,
Why
come
you
in and make sure they got their shin guards. I've never seen a soccer player go, you know what, man? Put these. Even Bobby with the pearly whites never had mouth guard.
You know
Let
what
that
tells
sink
me
in.
about this guy? That he's all business. He's not here to talk. He's not here to worry about what's going on. Like, look how
Man
many
just
times.
rolling up the sleeves.
Thank you. It's about to go down. We be like, hey, what are you
Right.
doing?
Right.
Look
Only
what
thing
how
better
many
is if
times.
he's got to get one of those. He's got to get like the mouth guards that they have in UFC though, with like the vampire teeth or something, you know, or or just the
No.
gold grill
Nah,
type
Tom, you're turning
mouthpiece.
my guy into a fashionista. My guy
You
is
know
about
what I mean?
business. He's just about business. He was like, yo.
No, I mean, like, what's the name? Zuberi said, how many times Casedo fouled him? He fouled him over and over and over and
Yeah.
over. One of us, we throw him blows.
Yeah.
If it's one of us in the game, we throw him punches with him. But he's like, no, I'm gonna keep going. The mission,
guys
he
seen him
sees
upset?
the mission.
Have you guys seen him upset yet? It's
Never.
been a minute. We've seen him a lot. Have we seen him upset yet?
No,
No, I don't think we've seen him.
Nah.
No.
he will
I
foul
just
you.
gets up, exhale, jogs back into
And just keep going.
position.
You know how hard it is to breathe with that thing in there?
Mhm.
No,
we saw
but
we saw a man literally climb on his back,
mhm.
hack at him like he was like Gracie, like in a judo move, you know. Where's
And
Gracie?
still kept going.
You know, and still just got up and just kept it moving.
kept going. Kept
I mean,
going.
that Palace game, that guy was just hacking the heck out of him. And yet, like, you know, he was just like, hey, I understand it's part of the game.
No, I mean, people like that, you have to respect them. We all have played with people who you be like, bro, they don't talk. All they care about is just take care of business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
And
said it,
they just play, and you are like, oh, but sometimes you look at them, they keep you calm because you're looking at them be like, bro, somebody just judo chop you in the head. You got up and kept going.
Not everyone can be Michael Jackson. Someone's got to be Jermaine. Someone's got to be Tito.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true.
you know, you got to
That's
have.
what the
There's,
game is
other
these
members
days.
of the band. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, there's other parts. Someone's got to.
Yeah.
Someone's got to play the bass. You know.
Now, I know I want to give Zuberi some time for him to big up his boy Clark because against Southampton. The man did his thing. The man did that thing. I lost that bet. I thought Owen Beck would have still be on the team right now.
Yo, let me hold my treble
You know?
award like Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
Quasi try to arrest me 12 before the show
know,
started.
right?
Try to arrest me. Quasi, listen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about thank you speech for bigging me up and
Yeah.
stuff like that. All I'm saying to you is
Mhm.
it's really difficult to see him come on for 5 minutes
Mhm.
and pay attention to him when we have other good players that you're already paying attention to.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't even remember the game he played, but he only played 5 minutes, 12.
That was Arsenal.
But when he came on 12, I'm like, yo, nah, man, let me see what this guy's doing. You know what I mean? Because the way I was looking at Curtis, I don't look at a lot of new players the same way. Because Curtis has been around the team so long.
For a while.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, there's no way you're around the team this long and you ain't doing folding things, right? We can have that debate later, but when these new players come on 12, I'm looking at them and I'm like, what can you offer me? And I realized Bradley came on, and in that moment, it looked like he had one job and he did his one job well. So from
Very
then
well.
on, Quasi was there. I was like, you know what? He looks like he can do one job really well. Let's just give him one job.
Yeah.
But then he
Focus on
showed
the
us he
job.
can do, but then it looked like he can do more shit. We're like, all right, let him be. Clark came on, and I'm like, what did Clark tell him to do? He's not very expressive. He's very controlled in when he's expressing himself. I'm like, he's doing what Curtis is doing.
Yeah.
But it was only 5 minutes, maybe 4 touches. And I'm like, those 4 touches, he did Curtis things.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to watch that and see if it's instruction or that's him. And I tell Quasi, I'm like, bro, that guy will get in a team before a new fullback. Because Curtis, a lot of people would say most important piece to our midfield. If you're gonna tell me a youngster can come on and replicate the most important person in midfield, you will see that guy again. It's a given. I just pieced it up, Quasi. So I hope you see what I'm saying now. It's not about me knowing Clark personally or rating person. Bro, what he did in that 5 minutes is exactly what Curtis would have done. Everyone said Curtis was the most important midfield player.
Yeah.
It's like saying, yo, we got a guy that can do exactly what Bobby does. That guy's gonna play, bro. That can do exactly what Salah does or get Salah's number. That guy will play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kwanzaa,
No, you're right.
He does exactly what Virgil would have done. And guess what? We've seen him.
I'll take it one step further. You know what? Like, I'll take it one step further with Clark. You know, I was pretty animated about the way I saw someone that does city content creation really take down or try to like lessen the impact that our youth players had in the game, much less that the fact that they had any impact in the game, in his opinion. And what really, really like made me say, you know, there's agendas and then there's agendas. And the sheer fact that he didn't recognize the reason why we got that corner kick that set up BBD's header on the second attempt, at least the second attempt, the game winner, you know, not the first game winner that should have been a game winner, but the second game winner, okay, was because of Clark. Clark saw the opportunity, saw the space in front of him, took the shot opportunity. It got deflected out of bounds, but that could have been a shot. It was a shot on goal, you know, and that created the opportunity for us to get the corner kick. And it's like he could have taken the youthful mind of saying, "Oh no, I gotta find a senior player."
Thank you for saying that. You know, they said that what's his name? Pep Linders told them play. I mean, club always told them, you know, play like a man, defend like a man. If you can't play, defend like a man. But Pep told them, hey, you guys need to play. This is not a kids show anymore. So even if you could, when they first came on, McConnell, when they came in, they were like very kind of like, hey, we don't want to mess up. You know, it's a cup final. They get the ball, they will make a 5-yard pass. And I think somebody was saying that Pep came on the line and say, yo, this is grown man business now. Y'all need to play the same way you play, you know, in training. And then, so even if you watch that, the part where, as Zuberi was saying earlier, Chelsea had a chance to finish us off, and they wanted to play with their dinner and be like, okay, all right, we got something for you. We will spice this food with some wasabi and see if you could stand. And then all of a sudden you see this kid, because eventually Casedo could not chase Clark around. Clark had Casedo working overtime. Enzo could not chase what's the name around. So that one, that's a very, very good point. But I want to also give a big up to that boy Danes. You know,
No, when you said the man name just now,
Danes or whatever his name is.
No, my name is
Jaden. Just say Jaden.
Oh, it's Dance?
Just say Jaden. No. Just say
Dance or Dance?
Say JD or JD. JD. You can say JD or Jaden.
That's very out here putting me on blast, man.
But it was funny.
But that kid, this kid he's what, 17 years old or 18?
18.
He plays
He's
like
18.
he's 20. He has a calmness of a 25-year-old.
Yeah, Quasi.
But that's the thing about
Say
it.
his name again, Quasi. Say his name
Dance?
again.
No, don't set him up. Don't set him up.
It's Dance. It's not Dance. There you go.
Yeah.
You're right. So, I mean, like JD took it to another level too, because you know what I mean. Like especially for your strikers, because your strikers or your forwards are going to be people that have to be cool, calm, collected. Just have to play their game, not get lost in the thought of the moment of the not necessarily think too much about it, and just play the game. And that's what he was doing. Go out there and have fun. At some points and sometimes, you know what, you got to remember it is a game. I get that it's intense. I get that you want to have success. I know you don't want to look stupid out there. You want to make the most. You want to make your brethren happy by doing that whole my brother's not heavy, concept, but recognize the fact that it's a game. And once you get into that element, it is so easy because it's lighthearted. You're able to just go about things and breathe. You're able to just go through the same bodily functions that you normally would, and there's no peaks, no spikes in different levels that are pressing you or pulling you off center to be unbalanced. You're on point, and that's what we saw out of JD. And I like the fact that he was like, you know what, like it's 1-0. I mean, like it's not like they're looking for the winner from me. They're looking for I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to do what I do, and that's score goals. And he scored a bunch for the youth academy. I mean, he scored a bunch.
That guy scores a lot of goals. Like I mean, even the Chelsea game, you could tell, be like, this kid he's different. The way he moves, the way he's composed. And we saw that against Southampton. The first goal, we were like, bro, he turned around and then chipped it over the goalie. The second goal, the first goal, I call it grown folks.
Goals too.
Yeah. The first one, I call it grown folks goal, right? This is adult goal. The second one is just a typical goal scorer who knows how to be in the box and just tap it in. And by the way, shout out to your boy, Zuberi Bradley. He did that Allison shot on the side foot.
Yeah.
He did the Allison shot on the side foot. And then
development. Listen, I'm not gonna overgas Dan's. And I was at work. I couldn't get to tune in, but I was listening to Enz and Savage for a little bit before I got busy, and I heard Savage was saying the same thing that I was thinking about the Chelsea game, where a lot of people didn't really see the guy, but because we won the game, they overgassing what was done in this moment in the Chelsea game. There was nothing in the Chelsea game for me to look at the kid and go, yo, this kid is something. Because I've never known him before that game.
All I thought it was a ball.
Can I tell you something to look and keep an eye out for? He's not 6'4", 6'5", I get that. He's not like Peter Crouch. But one thing I noticed, the boy's got some ups. He's tall, he's like 6'1" or something like that. So he is tall, but he's got some ups. That header that he had was an excellent header that had to be deflected out and was nearly going in. So
but it wasn't like this isn't like fighting heavy. In that game, he had one opportunity, and I think it counts on target, the header. But either side of that goalkeeper or further side of that goalkeeper, problem header. You know what I'm trying to say? But for a kid, you'd be like, you know what? He forced the corner. Great. That's another opportunity for us to attack. What I'm trying to say, though, Tov, in the Chelsea game, there wasn't really a lot that he was able to showcase.
Yeah, because he came towards the head.
Yeah.
What you see in the Southampton game now,
bro.
Yeah.
The confidence, because that's all it is. That's the only thing that separates what he did from me and you doing it. The confidence to do that.
The first goal, especially.
With that level of confidence, he's ready. Here's a fun fact for both of you, man. When that ball came over, I think it was to Harvey or whoever took that shot. He was actually on the edge of the 18-yard box.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's a striker goal.
The reason why I'm bringing that up, Dan's is proving a point that I always get slated for, that always gets dismissed. The game is 11v11. I don't care who your 11 is, because if they standing around looking at the goalkeeper to make a save and is not ready to react to clear it when the goalkeeper, this man was standing at the edge of the 18-yard box when the ball got played over to the right.
When the shot went off.
When the shot went off, he was 3 yards away from the defender. By the time
before the defender reacted, he was already there.
Yeah,
bro, he came 5 feet away from the defender to kick that in. It's 11v11. So if you have 11 men that switched on and 11 men that switched off, you already know how that's gonna go. And that boy is switched on, fam. I don't know if Klopp wind up the little toy batteries thing at VV, you know what I'm saying? Virgil Van Daycare or what, bro? But the kid is ready to play, bro.
They're ready to play.
But that's also the reason why I mentioned the header thing. The header point is that he at least had the knowledge and football IQ to know where to
He
find
was
the
ready for that.
space.
He was ready.
Exactly. Where to make contact
ready
with
for
the ball. That takes a lot. And I'm not saying that, I'm trying to make him into the next Lewandowski or something like that, or or some, because of that
12,
one header.
12 man, you have to understand. This is why 12.
What I was just
One
going to
thing
say
you have to understand. Yeah, no, you're right. But one thing that you have to understand is this kid have the IQ older than his actual age. I don't know if
Nah, man, you're going far.
No, I'm just saying in terms of the play, and I'll tell you, I'll explain to you. Let me land, right? Let me land.
You have
Dennis
no
Rodman.
example of that in Chelsea game, and you have no example of that in Southampton.
I will explain. I'll use basketball. Dennis Rodman, right? They asked him, why are you so good in rebounds? And he said, I studied when a ball hits the rim. Depending on how the ball is spinning, I know where it's going to go, right? So with a striker, just like you say, he saw the shot, but he started running to the goal just with the instinct, thinking, hey, if this goalie don't catch it, guess what? I'm there, which is exactly what he did. We have adults right now who can't even do that. Look at the defenders.
Nah, because you're over analyzing it. Like I said, bro, if the defender was switched on, even if he anticipated it, it would have been dealt with. He was just switched on, bro. Think about, bro. It's what you're trying to say is that's a high IQ of like a world-class player.
No. I'm saying his IQ.
No, I'm not going that far. But
yeah, he's older than his age,
bro. It's football. What do you mean his age? We've been kicking football since as long as I know myself, bro. If you take a shot, Quasi, if you take a shot,
and
the goalkeeper save it, it's going one of two places.
Right.
It's going back in a danger zone, or it's going left or right.
Yeah.
Bro, all he did was gamble. He just ran towards the goal.
But let me ask you
watch it back, all he did was just run towards the goal.
But let me ask you this. How many people reacted, including our players and the defense?
But that's the same thing Origi did. I didn't hear you give Origi IQ praise.
Which one?
Bro, when Virgil van Dijk skimmed that volley and it went sky high, everyone gave up on that except Origi.
Everything was.
No one gave Origi the IQ praise. I'm not stripping Dan's IQ away.
But I'm just saying,
but that's the difference between being switched on and switched off. He was switched on, bro. He's ready to play. The game is 11v11, Quasi. If I put 11 rookie out there and they're just ready to play and pounce on anything in a professional level that's very relaxed and lackadaisical, but they're gonna lose that game. It's about who's also ready.
I have a question, Zabiri, and also I asked the chat this question, but could you possibly say that because they're youth academy players, how like sometimes I know for myself, I mean I'll use it as a best basketball reference, but sometimes when I would go against competition that I knew I could beat, I'm better than, at least, you end up cheating on defense a little bit more, or you end up doing things that or maybe you take take a rest or two here or there, knowing that that player isn't to the caliber or to the level that could hurt you. Do you think that maybe that could be the reason? That's just a hypothetical. I'm not saying it is. I'm just asking if that could be a reason too. Do you understand what I mean by that?
No, I see what you're saying. And it goes to the same question. That's what I was asking. I said, Zuberi made a good point and said he was the only one who was active. Everybody else was sleeping.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like everyone's kind of sleeping on it. But and if they're sleeping on it, it's probably because this youth academy player is not going to have the IQ that's got to be like there.
That's what I was going.
I've got to be in this spot, or I've got to be on point here or there, everywhere. He's not going to be like that. He's not going to be playing like the caliber of players that I had to take on. It's going to be a little step below that. I mean, honestly, you have to be prepared.
The way I see it, right? All right. So first of all, I want to apologize, Quasi, because you wasn't really wrong. You'd be early in your praise, and rightly so. Here's the thing, 12. If Dan's keep doing this, right? Other defenders will go, little kid is an effing problem, But until he becomes that problem, bro, it's just not going to be taken seriously. So when he came on the pitch, defenders was like, 17 years old.
Yeah,
I can relax.
Yeah.
Wrong. You can't relax.
Can't
Because
relax.
this kid is switched on. Quasi, notice my word. Switched on.
Switch on. Yeah.
So now if he keeps going on a run like this, coming off the bench and get embraced, what do you think the pundits are going to start saying? No, yo, this guy Dan's, he's quite a handful, giving Jurgen Klopp a problem, giving defenders of all age and experience a problem.
Truth. Already
know. But now, what is that doing to him? That would be alerting all the future defenders he's going to be playing like, yo, you see Dan's, yeah? You're going to have to be on it because Dan's is on it. Like the Ferguson guy. I never knew the Ferguson guy until he started to become a talk like, yo, what is his name? Dan Ferguson?
Yeah, exactly my point.
Cole Palmer. Did anyone fear Cole Palmer before this season?
Right.
Nah.
But where's Ferguson? Like Ferguson isn't that guy currently at the moment. Like he's not. You know what I mean?
Football is a form thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get that.
Dan's is building up his form because he had the 5 minutes. He got there. He won that header against Chelsea. So that's an aerial jewel in the box. So if he scores 3 headers in the next 2 games, he'll be marked as an aerial threat.
Yeah.
If he if he prowls on 2 more save shot, he'll be marked as a poacher.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to?
I see what you're saying.
If he chip 1 more goalkeeper, finisher. This is how you kind of make your name in the game. So you have about 5 games. What you do in them 5 games can determine your entire career. RV Elliott, 5 great games off the bench. Man saying super sub. So it takes 5 games, and he has what, 2? And man is like, yo, should we start him? The starting him thing is probably 2 games too early. No. It's just 2 games too early.
Yeah.
Because you need 5 games to say who you are and what you can do. Right. And what we've known is off the bench, he ain't the best option. But in his last game, he was the best option.
He was, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to give him 1 more off the bench, 12. Because if he does another brace, you're going to be like, okay, man. Let's see what you can do from the jump.
Does he fall into that same typecast that you just said for Elliott and become a super sub? He could be a starter.
Elliott is only super sub is because we've seen him start. We haven't seen Dan start yet.
Well, that's why I'm saying this is the perfect opportunity possibly to give him a start.
That's too early.
Hold on. Wait, let me just land quick. Oh, I know, because I got to bounce. I know. But let me just land. And because I've read the chat's comments, and this is directed to the chat and also to you guys. If he does start, it's only because I'm saying, okay, I'm not going to put too much of a workload on Darwin. I don't want to put a workload on Darwin and say, go out there and give me 60, 65, hard work effort style minutes. Just give me, I'm going to let this guy go out there, run him tired for you. And then you can go out there for 30 minutes or, whatever. Let's say hypothetically Dan's plays 60 minutes. He's going to run his butt off and everything else. The same type of intensity you would have gotten out of Darwin, but yet it's not at 60 minutes. You're only asking for 30 minutes of that. So it's less time to be pressing the red line with Darwin as opposed to with Dan's, who is capable and able to do that at the moment.
But
he can do both roles. He has to do both roles. But I don't know if Darwin at this current fitness, albeit I'm not in the.
But we still have No, you're right. But we still have Gakpo. You still have Gakpo. So
I get that. No, I get that. But I mean, like realistically, I can't.
We know what game I'll start.
So you're speaking from a perfect world, and I give you the short and sweet answer.
Yeah,
the perfect world is what you're saying, and that's calm, right? We start dance and we're down 2-0. You see that 20 minutes Darwin's coming on for? It's gonna feel like 90 because we're down 2-0.
You also double up.
I'm only saying, in a perfect world, I'm with you. 12, I'm with you. Let the young kid run him out. Easy day for Darwin. What if the young kid run him out and was still down 2-0? When Darwin
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on
yeah.
in 15 minutes, bro, that 15 minutes is gonna feel like an hour. So
12. You know which game I will start him? I'll start him at Pride.
At Prague.
Yeah, I'll start him at Pride.
But that's a
That's a-
game again. That's a
nah,
game that
that's
if
for
we-
round of 16. Quasi, you be
Yeah, I know.
sleeping.
See, that's
man, what
the
you
point.
on,
Is that
bro?
No,
that's a
because it's
game. That
if-
game is important. If we put that game to bed and we crush it, and we've just taken Darwin from 30 minutes fitness to 60 minutes fitness in the Prague game, and now he's
But in the
90
Prague,
minutes
Salah
fitness
is there too.
for that
Salah's
City
ready.
game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
but-
move it from that 30 to 60 to 90 in
But
the
Thomas,
short progressions.
you're forgetting that the Prague game, Salah will be ready.
Oh, I get it. That's even more so reason why. But I
You see
get
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, Salah. But if you were to get that out of Dan's in that sense, then you might be able to progressively bring Darwin back and not press
But see,
him
one part that I agree with.
60 minutes, 70 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes for a guy that just had a muscle problem.
No, I agree with you, but I'm saying the reason why I'm on Zuberi's side is we don't want to overhype him, get him too excited. Yes, right on that momentum.
Man, come on.
No, that's not what I would say. No.
I will give him 30 minutes. I will give him 30 minutes.
These boys, all these young lads are humble as is, dog.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not talking about his humbleness. I'm talking about you don't want to throw him into the wolves too early, too fast.
You only had 2 games, bro.
Like, 2 games. So the third one, you give him 30 minutes. You give him 30 minutes.
He's got to look at it like I think he looks at it like he probably won't. I look at it as he's looking at as who knows when I might be back with the kids again. You know,
no, I don't think he's going back.
When who knows when these guys get healthy? Right.
Give him 2 more games. 2 more games. As a matter of fact,
yeah.
2 more games off the bench.
You know what I will even do when we go to Manchester United FA Cup. I will start him.
Okay.
That's what I would do. FA Cup, perfect. That's just the whole story about an academy
You
kid.
want to start? So wait, let me get this straight. You don't want to start him against Forest. Okay.
No, but Forest is a more important game than
start him against Manchester United.
Yeah, it's a storyline.
At Geriatric Trafford.
No, it's a storyline. It's a storyline. Nottingham Forest is an away game, right? Which is a league game that we need to win. Like Zuberi said, you don't want to be 2-0 down, and then you tell the artillery, hey, come in, and they have to run more than that. The Man U game has a story context to it. He's an academy kid, right? He's a Liverpool. He scores a goal. We, the fans, can use it against Manchester United and hurt their feelings more than anything else, right? It's just like Rooney scoring against Liverpool. That hurts. So that's what, and that gives him more time to adjust to the whole system that we play. And that's what I think Zuberi was saying, because at that time, that's his 5th game. So then you could actually start him.
Hey, stop trying to talk for me, man. I just said give the man 2 more games off the bench. Man,
yeah, that's what I said. Bro. That's after 2 days.
I didn't say none of that. Nah, you're trying to read between.
No, but that would be his 5th game.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard.
Bro, give the man.
After these 2 games, that's Manchester United.
Yeah, but
I'm not going off of just. I'm not trying to say I'm an advocate of his ability.
I'm just saying, we shouldn't force him. Tomorrow, give him 30 minutes.
I didn't mean to cut across your Siberia. I know I'm about to leave.
No, it's fine. You're dipping out, man. Get your words.
Yeah. I was just going to get my last little 2 cents.
Yeah, okay. Throw your uppercut. Throw your uppercut before you leave.
Tip jar here.
Yeah, throw your uppercut before you leave. I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah. Just take. We'll put a pin in this, and we'll come back. And if he does start, I want mad praise.
No, I will.
I'm not expecting him to start. I'm not expecting him. I didn't pick him to. Actually, I did pick him.
I don't even think Darwin should start, because there's another player I want to give big up to. Another player that I want to give big up to is Elliot.
Good for you.
Elliot has been balling. We have to give him. Yeah, I know it's very like that. Elliot has been balling. We have to. This is a super sub, but he's adjusted very well. He's playing a different way than our usual. Salah.
Zabiri.
No, you have to give the man.
Elliot, Zabiri.
This man played 90 minutes. What? No, 120. He played 120 and then 90 minutes. You got to give him his props. This guy is killing himself for the team.
There you go.
That was
If you could bottle that mentality,
have we seen that
God.
before?
huh?
Have
Henderson.
we seen a guy killing himself for the team before?
Henderson.
What about said guy who collapsed into the manager's arms? Because that's the energy Elliot is starting to give me, bro. I'm starting to put Elliot in the Lalana category.
In the Lalana category.
I see why he's saying
Teachers
that.
pet settings. Teachers pet settings. Big up to
Big up,
Big
big
up,
up, big up to
man.
the
We'll
family.
catch up.
Big up to
Thank
the
you.
chat. We'll put a pin in this. I'll bring Harvey
Yo,
back next
Bring
time.
Harvey back because I think Harvey's
So
got
I'll
big
pull
things
up on you
tomorrow.
with this RV convo, but for now, let me just rush crazy with it.
Yeah,
right?
do your thing. Do your things. Definitely. I'll get up here. Up the
Big
Reds.
up,
Let's get this win tomorrow. Up the Reds.
Oh,
Guys. Take
definitely.
care.
In the bag. In the
Big
bag.
up.
In the bag. I don't like the teacher's pet mentality, man.
You don't like it?
Mm-mm. Not at all, man.
Let me ask you this: did you like Thiago Silva in his heydays?
Thiago Silva.
Mm-hmm.
You might be talking about the wrong Thiago, you know.
No, the one in Chelsea right now.
The Chelsea one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Quasi. There's players like Pujol and even PK,
Mm-hmm.
Sergio Ramos, Michael Carrick,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Noble, Seamus Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
There was another left back. I want to say his name was Bonds. Leighton Baines.
Baines. Yeah, Baines. Yeah,
Baines.
Everton. Yeah.
There are certain players, right? Even the Milner, definitely Milner. Fellaini.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like these. Oh, he's my deputy out there. The Harry Maguire's, you can tell that, oh, I'm the manager, but because this guy give me 150%.
Yeah.
Just to affect my team 60%. I love that about a player. I don't like those type of players. I like a player that gives the real value. Don't give me more just to move the needle a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the Hendo thing. Do I appreciate it? Sure, 100%. But you cannot be giving me 150, and when I go to the store, it only works Ghanaian currency versus American currency. Jamaican currency versus US currency. So you're giving me $200 and it's only $1?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that. So Elliot for me, he's not quite there yet, but I feel like we don't really know which way it's gonna go for his career yet.
Well, that one I agree.
And we should already know that, shouldn't we? Elliot has been here way too long for us to not quite be sure where his career is gonna go. Like Jones, we can see Jones controlling the midfield, dictating the game. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't really know what Elliot's gonna bring.
I love Liverpool has a statement for it. He said creating goals and control.
What game is Elliot really controlling? Like creating goals, I'm not here to argue about goals he's creating. Next man said he's 20. How old is Jude Bellingham?
Hey.
I'm not disrespecting the guy. All I'm saying is we don't really know where Elliot's going. And we can't say, yo, he's 20. Because the next thing you know, we look up and he's 25 and we still don't know. Origi was once 20. And Papa's like, yo, I'm going to have fun. Did he really have the fun he said he was going to have? We don't know.
Nope.
Ryan Brewster.
Oof. That's supposed to be that Mbappe, you know.
What I'm trying to say to you, Quasi, is I'm not digging the guy. I'm just saying the straight and obvious thing that is easy to overlook. Man's 20 and he's been labeled super sub. We're not going to sit here and act like Elliot balled out all game because we prolifically see him, constantly see him just cut back on that left foot. Don't really hug the pitch wide. He ain't really beating anybody. He's just cutting it back. So part of his game is allowing man to get back into position, because if he's beating man, he's ahead of the trailing defense. When has Elliott ever been ahead of the trailing defense? So what he's doing now, bro, it's calm. It's calm, not knocking.
Yeah, he has to find a way to change his style of play.
But Elliott cannot bring this season in, season out. You see what I'm trying to say?
He
Mo
said,
Salah.
he said,
No. Don't even laugh, because, bro, this is how consistent I am. This is how consistent I am. I've been said sell Mo Salah because of the same shit. But man keep telling me about his numbers. So what you're gonna end up telling me is Harvey's gonna be 25 doing up this same cutting back shit.
that style of play is dying.
Do you think that's good? It's gonna get stale. So Harvey's gonna end up becoming stale. So Harvey needs to step up, fam.
Yeah.
The same way Jones stepped up. Remember when Jones came in, just played it safe, just keep it calm. And now Jones stepped it up to where, like, nah, bro, I'm Jones. I'm him. I can go anywhere and do anything. You can't quite say that about Harvey. How many tackles does Harvey put in a game? So we're saying Harvey's not a tackler. He doesn't need to track back. So he's an outlet, because Harvey ain't really an outlet unless he stays wide.
Yeah.
Harvey's not delivering these. Yo, did you see that pass? Yo, he put it on the. So there's a lot to his game he needs to work on. I get that he's 20. Right. I get that he's 20, but all I'm saying is, don't tell me about man giving me 150. You know what I'm trying to say? Just to get to 10, bro.
Yeah, he needs to. I think I agree with that. And that was the same thing I used to say about Curtis. Like, you have to break the manager's door down and show it. Trap Joe is saying Elliott's physicality and humbleness need to grow. He is humble. He is very humble. There's a kid who's doing
he's more like a fighter too. So that's dope for him. But I Love Liverpool is like, yo, if he's a squad player, he's a squad player. We need squad players. Well, you're basically saying super sub. And man tell me he's not a super sub, so he needs to step it up, bro, and be more than just
sub. You got to step up, because eventually
you have to step up, bro.
Yeah, eventually you will have to. I mean, look what Endo did. Endo was a sub. Now he's making a point that I'm starting. I don't care what you guys talking about, Mike.
Don't overgas this, please, Quasi. But I'm just gonna use an example. Would you say Dan's is stepping up from the U team to the first team?
Oh, I would say yeah.
Would you say Elliott stepped up when we first brought him in and he was keeping Hendo out the team?
Who you said who?
Elliott. Remember when Elliott first came here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a struggle for Hendo to get in the team.
So yes, he was until that injury at the Leeds. I think that's why it stumped his growth, because he was
with this new midfield. With this new midfield, every time Elliott got the start, do you think it's the same step?
When he comes off the bench, he give us more energy. He changes.
It ain't doing enough for us to say Sabuzza like Elliott's here, but Jones did enough for us to say, yo, Jones here.
Yeah,
McAllister Jones is it. That's how much Jones stepped up. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Elliott had more opportunity than Jones. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you, Quasi.
And then next year, and in July, you got a new manager. Things could be
Quasi,
very, very
what
changing.
I'm trying to say about Elliott, and I hope people hear what I'm saying. Elliott had more opportunity than Jones.
Because he started from when he came. That year, club.
Bro, Jones wasn't keeping Hendo at the team. Elliott was.
That was
And we got 4 new midfielders, and Elliott can't keep none of these 4 out, but Jones can. Elliott needs to step up. Elliott needs to step up.
Yeah, he needs to add up. How's the word I want to say? Not update or yes, he needs to upgrade his game, but his game has to catch up with the modern times.
He needs more to his game than not wide, cut in, don't beat.
Yeah.
He needs more than that.
Salah's
already doing that. And he's not doing it at Salah level.
No. He needs to have a presence when you start, because when that ball touches because right now when McAllister has the ball, you know he can do something. right? He doesn't need to chip to the left or go to the right. He could just go straight to you. If you're a player where you can go direct at somebody and you always have to come to your favorite leg, very easy to somebody to read you. But before we get out of here, so apparently I'm willing Liverpool owners to bring Michael Edwards back. And it seems like there's
You're asking for this again? Did we discuss this, man?
No, we did, but yesterday there was a big news that FSG, they tried and it didn't work. Remember, that's when we had that conversation. Now, by this time, FSG is actually going back. And there seems to be that there's a chance that he could change his mind based on the position that they want to give him. Give him some stocks in the
How
FSG.
familiar are you with dancehall?
Dancehall?
Yeah.
I'm a number one, man. I love
Okay,
dancehall.
so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Being a man or Bounty Killer?
I'm a Beanie Man.
Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes
I'm a
sense.
Beanie Man. I'm a Beanie
No, that
Man.
makes sense. Let me tell you.
But I will tell you this, right? Let me say this. When they did the verses, I was like, Beanie is gonna crash this guy. Until I've been like, wait a minute. When they started playing Bounty songs, I had forgotten.
If you want to know who a Jamaican guy is, ask him that question.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring it back to the Edwards thing.
Mhm.
I've been a Bounty Killer fan from 90s, bro. As long as I know myself, Bounty Killer, because bro, everything he says, bro, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Man said, anything I let go, I don't take it back.
Mhm.
I don't care how good that was. If I said I'm done with that, fam, I'm done with that. So if I step to Edwards and I'm like, yo, come back for this job, and Edwards is like, nah, I'm like, all right, bro, that's it. Bro, that is it. There's no coming back, bro.
Which is usually our MO.
Bro, that's it. Bro, we're good off that. You was here, it didn't work.
Bye-bye.
Bro, we're good off that. 1 billion people on earth. You ain't the best one. Are you telling me you the best one? We probably can find the next one, bro. So now I'm on that Bounty Killer thing, bro.
No, I mean I'm a fan of Bounty, but I'm just saying between them two,
Nah, bro. That's a Beanie Man vibes, bro. Beanie Man will take it back still.
Nah,
that's why Bounty Killer said it, bro. That's why I brought you to that point.
But when it comes
Beanie Man, we do the take it back thing, bro. Bounty Killer, bro. We don't jump text the X, none of that. You was here, you're not. That's it.
But hey, but Beanie is trying to tell you
Edwards energy.
Edwards is saying
FSG talk about
who am I?
One wish. Nah, bro. One Edwards, fam.
Edwards is saying, who am I? Michael Edwards, man. Everybody knows. But the thing is, even your what's the name? Grace have been saying that Edwards said he doesn't want to come back, right? But what Grace now changes his mind is he said he doesn't want to come back as the director of football anymore. That position, he's more above that. So if they want to bring him back, he has to be the overseer of everything football. So the guy who hires the director of football and the manager. So that is the position they want to give him, not just the director of football. So his position, he's elevated.
Bro, I'm good off that, man. I'm good off that, bro. I'm good off that. Quasi, if I show you the pictures of the X, there's gonna be two in there that you're like, yo, you let that go. Yeah, bro. I can tell you some jobs I did, and you're like, yo, you let that go. Like, I tell people about what I did, even like in working for these TV networks, and they're like, yo, you left that to come here. And it's like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, that was a moment in time. What did we do in that time? We had a few trophies. Okay, calm. We didn't win everything, but we won a few trophies. Calm. Thank you, bro. Next thing, man. Gotta go forward, bro. Drunk texting your ex. Guess what? Soon as you get back in them cheeks, 1 week tops. Now, 1 week tops, you remember why you left them. I'll give you a fun story before we get out of here. So you know the Rasta man, them. I don't know if I was telling you this off camera. I don't remember who I was talking to about it. So we smoked a thing called a chalice, right? So when I was smoking back in Jamaica, once you start smoking, eventually you're gonna get the chalice level, right? got into chalice level, and chalice level requires so much weed. If you don't got money like that, you might as well stick to your spliffs, because a chalice can be anywhere from 5 to 10 spliffs. So if you want to light the chalice 4 times a day,
yeah, you out.
that's 20 to 40 spliffs per day. If you don't have money, and I'm like 12 to 14. I don't have 20 to 40 spliffs money. So I'll put the chalice down, right? That's me at 14. Fast forward, you know what I'm saying, 3 decades later, I'm in Maryland. I'm like, yo, I remember I used to make chalice. Oh, I gotta make a chalice, man. Weed is legal. I gotta make a chalice. Everyone's like, yo, you can make chalice getting gas. I'll make the chalice, Quasi. You know, these new weed ain't cheap at the dispensary. I blow out one big hit of the new weed,
It's
bro.
over.
I'm like, I'm supposed to light this again later? I got bills to pay.
Oh my goodness, it's hilarious.
I don't even know where my chalice is, Quasi. I threw it away. But the point I'm trying to get you to understand is I gave up on the chalice when I was 14 years old. And I went back to the chalice in my 20s. I had no business going back to it. So at 14, I didn't even have bills, and I understood the chalice life was just way too expensive. And I'm 14. And because of nostalgia, I overlooked that. And in my adult, responsible adult, I'm going to go back again. Why? Why would I go back? Did we fire Edwards? He walked away from us. Why are we chasing this man?
That's why I love Liverpool saying. He says, if the ex was a body and she was the one that left, but now she's back, once the ring, I don't know.
Yo, I love Liverpool. I'm not saying you a simp, right? I'm not saying you a simp. I don't even describe guys as simp. But all I'm gonna say is, bro, it doesn't look good when she leaves you and you're chasing her. Bro, have some class about yourself. Quasi, these are the guys that skating in the rain with the music. You know, Nite at the Roxbury mopping that bro. Like,
oh my goodness.
Bro, Liverpool, we can't be doing that for one man, bro.
Bro, man.
We can't be doing that for one man, bro. Talking about what is love? Bro, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that with big bad Liverpool.
JW Henry is right here with the speaker in front of right outside Edward's house.
Quasi, you a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. I love Liverpool. Every man them in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't Edwards be the guy outside the stadium talking about what is love?
I want to come back. Baby, come back.
He should be the man.
He should be the one.
He wants to come back, not us, bro.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
Same thing with like same thing with the Coutinho vibe.
You know what this is, Quasi? This is a classic case of who is the prize. The prize. Is Liverpool the prize or Edwards the prize? It's a classic case of who's the prize.
Okay, but look at this way though. Like, if let's say, let me go on the lines of I love Liverpool say she's a baddie. She left you because of disagreement.
So she's the prize, is what you're saying. So she's the prize.
You are the price, but you see that she brings value to your price. You know, she keeps your value go up. What do you think about it? And she's a baddie.
12 man say like I love Liverpool said, man. I don't know, man. I feel like Edward should be begging to come back.
I agree. No, that one I agree. I totally agree. But it's just you looking at it like she's a baddie. She brings value to me.
Quasi, I just don't want to be watching a game in the future and see the fans them with a banner saying Edwards, bro. Nah.
Oh, that one is coming. Trust me, when it gets closer to where we haven't got a manager or director of football, you're going to see people with fans. Bring Edwards back.
I don't know, man. Like I said, bro.
I love Liverpool, man. You made me laugh, man. I'm laughing all day tonight. I'll be all night tonight till tomorrow. Man.
We need to stay strong, man. Born to kill a seconds. Anything but that should take him up. Yeah, if we let that go, because we let him go, we could have held him in.
Yeah.
Basement settings. tied him up, death row contract. We could have did that. So we let him go. We ain't taking you back, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh man, that was too much, man. Love Liverpool. Thank you. That was much. Man, thank you, gents, who were in the chat today, who came through the barber shop for late night vibes. Barry, thank you so very much, man. I know you have a lot to do, but you showed up and helped the brother out. Same thing. 12 man. Endsman was here. Savage was here. I love Liverpool. Trap Joe. Neil was in the building. Red for Life. Mr. Badit Red. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, gents. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest, man. More vibes, positive vibes to the team, man. We need it. Salah, I think club says Salah is not back until next week. High chance he's back next week. But Soboslai and Nunes and Robo and Wataru should be back. So we got some things going. Yes, sir. Love Liverpool, man. Thank you so much, man. Always. So, gents, we'll be back Sunday. The Kennel, 12 men, Crazy Ball. Peace.